Well, the title pretty much says it all. For this list, I've selected anime which draw influence from or present characters that can level up through action and training. Kinda like the RPG video game format, except with way more power when compared to Master Roshi. I'm sure some of you will be shocked when you hear about a few of these titles, and with no doubt, there is bound to be a few newer mangas on this list with similar character powers, which I have yet to stumble across. If you hear of an interesting manga along these lines, please feel free. Literally, feel free. No money, no tax. Feel free to recommend it in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the list. Number 10. The Low Necromancer. One of the best mangas where the MC hides his power. Imagine if the world suddenly turned into an RPG and you must pick a job in a short limited time without doing research. This is that kind of story where the MC has to use his skills and job to the fullest to survive. That reminds me of Return to Player, but he has no memories of the future. The world is ending. Monsters from legends appear everywhere. They eat people, conquer the streets, and begin to make dungeons in the buildings and subways. If you could choose one job in the is it a bad world? Well, it's a descript world, so yeah. What would you choose? For a necromancer, extinction is my playground, and death my wealth. The story has fast-paced development as is expected, but it doesn't leave out the details for now. The world story isn't explained, but will be in the future. The art is great, especially so because it's not the usual fantasy manga art. The characters have a subtle but definite development, so they don't seem to be cookie-cutter personalities. Overall, I highly recommend that you read this since it has a lot of potential. Number 9. Your Talent is Mine. This actually looks really good. This is one of those few mangas which get this system things right. The MC is not given any heads, not heads. That's pretty funny actually. But yeah, they're not given any head starts, to be honest. And then others, he just uses his brain at the right time to get the best things for himself. The story pacing, it looks good. The art looks amazing. As of now, there are 10 chapters for this story, but it's just developing. Looking forward for future chapters as well. It's very similar to manga such as I can snatch 999 types of abilities, and I love the main character. He is ruthless, strong, and smart. Moreover, the art fits well with the story. The young man, Yetian, obtains the ability to copy the talents of others and now fights against the heavens to change his fate. He struggles to survive and protect his sister from the apocalypse of the alien beast invasion. You gotta give this one a try, honestly. Number 8. Global Martial Arts. It is a great manga, another system-dependent leveling up martial arts, but at least the MC is actually training instead of suddenly being able to do everything. The art is nice though. Also, this manga has more than 100 plus chapters. This is one of those few mangas which get the system things right. The MC is not given any head starts than others. He just... what does he do? Well, he uses his brain just the most at the right time to get the best things for himself. Overall, I really enjoyed this manga, so give it a shot, man. Number 7. 990k X-Life Hunter. Where do we begin with this one? Well, the main plot is not really original, but it is quite well mastered. We know beforehand that the main character is OP, but as time goes by, the story does not become that boring. As an F-rank hunter, Kang Hyun-jun struggles to make a living in a world where dungeons exist and monsters are real, but after repeatedly failing to pull his weight in raids and being shooed out by fellow party members, his self-esteem hits rock bottom. To make matters worse, his girlfriend, who has climbed the ranks during their time together, well, spoiler warning, dumps him on their 1-year anniversary. That's sad. When Hyun-jun returns home that night in a drunken haze, he finds himself walking into a dreamscape instead of his humble studio. There, a man claiming to be one of the past lives offers to make him stronger. But as the saying goes, if there's no pain, there's no gain. Read this manga and find out what happens. Number 6. Solo Max Level Newbie. One of the nice mangas that I've ever read, Jin Hyuk, a gaming YouTuber, was the only person who saw the ending of the game Tower of Trials. However, when the game's popularity declined, it became so difficult for him to continue making a living as a gaming YouTuber. Since he already saw the ending of the game, he was about to quit playing. But that day, Tower of Trials became reality, and Jin Hyuk, who knew about every single thing in the game, took over everything faster than anyone possibly could. I'll show you what a true pro is like. If you want some new mangas where the MC hides his power, then this is the one for you, man. For sure. Number 5. Nano Machine. An interesting way to tell a story. After being held in disdain and having his life put in danger, an orphan from the demonic cult, Chun Yu Woon, has an unexpected visit from his descendant from the future who inserts a nanomachine into Chun Yu Woon's body, which drastically changes Chun Yu Woon's life after its activation. The story of Chun Yu Woon's journey of bypassing the demonic cult and rising to become the best martial artist has just begun. The manga is amazing and the story is very well thought out. Even though there's something OP like nanomachine, it still leaves a challenge. This nanomachine really depends on the user itself, and you will see the MC's journey into learning how to utilize future technology, as in nanomachine is only similar to a system to be powerful. The art is really good, honestly. It's just way too good. And it's satisfying, and the action and the fight scenes are flawless. The MC gets a flip of personality and becomes smart in using future technology, which gives him an advantage and knowledge above everyone else. Number 4. Leveling with the Gods. The story is an extremely strong character who is unable to beat the outsiders, as powerful as he is, and his comrades seem to be, well, kinda evil, sort of, but they can't really destroy the tower. He is given a chance to go back in time through the sacrifice of his friends, and from here, it reads like any other reincarnation RPG like manga. He knows all of the hidden rewards and things he has to do to get to as strong as possible, to be able to fight against his future enemies as he climbs through each floor. As of right now, it is really good. It has pretty good art, a well-developed story, and the characters are fairly entertaining as well. If you have a chance to give it a read because it's something you might actually like, it's like a Cultivation Isekai manga into one. It's not naive or stupid or irritating, it's just hard to watch, the MC. It's just hard to watch at times. But that's not the case with this one. He's a cool, hip, and very chill one, so you gotta give it a try. Number 3. The Player That Can't Level Up. The story and the art is good, and I like the characters. Interesting concept, and if you're looking for some manga where the MC has powers to level up, then this is the one for you. Check it out. Kim Gi-gyu awakened as a player at the age of 18. He thought his life was on the track to success, climbing the tower and closing the gates. But even after clearing the tutorial, he was level 1. He killed a goblin a day, and he was still at number 1, which is so sad. Even after 5 years, he was still level 1. Who would have thought that this kind of player would exist? No one knew. The webtoon seems really interesting, and it really reminds me of solo leveling, of the weakest character turning up to be the strongest. Our main character has awakened as a unique ability holder, but even after 5 years, he is still level 1. Yeah, you gotta read this one to know more. It's just too amazing. Number 2. Ranker Who Lives a Second Time. If you like solo leveling, you will adore this manga as well. The story follows an MC whose main objective is revenge. The MC is so interesting that it makes you want to keep reading his story. The story is just more focused on the MC than the world around him or other characters, and the MC isn't even overpowered to begin with. He actually becomes OP because of his training and choices. He also has an upper hand due to him almost having a manual on where to go and get legendary equipments. The MC is also a lonely wolf, and he prefers to do his objectives alone, even though the main 4 characters right next to him, which are basically the side characters that we've met so far, are siblings, which maybe is the reason why the MC accepts their company more than others. As the story goes on, it gets more and more interesting, so I highly recommend this manga. You have to read it no matter what, guys. Come on, you gotta. Number 1. Solo Leveling. Definitely one of the best mangas out there. You've seen this one on the list many times. I'm pretty sure anyone that's entering the manga community has read this, right? But if you haven't, definitely read it. It's a fantasy world about monsters in modern-day urbanization, but there's no such thing as leveling up or a person getting stronger as time passes, until the main character gets a power that allows him to do exactly that. The graphic and the art are amazing, the characters are good, and the story is very well made. I personally think this is the best one that I've ever read. As I thought, I'm really obsessed with this manga. Just thinking about it makes me bubble with excitement. My favorite webtoon, and the only one that I can't make myself wait for chapters to stack up and to have it to be very exciting every time I read it with more updates. It's remarkable, honestly. The entire manga itself is remarkable and the art style is just out of the world. Recommending? I'm gonna force you to read this one. That's all for today. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please give this video a like and share it with your friends and your family, and also subscribe for more top 10. Stay safe and take care. My name is Zira Khan and I'm the voice of the voiceless. See you next time.